Welcome back, everybody. Steve here with episode number 5 of the E2A Flippers podcast. And today I want to share with you how to avoid buying the wrong DVDs, counterfeit DVDs, ones that have issues that are going to get you in trouble. And this is probably one of the number one mistakes that a lot of new eBay to Amazon flippers get into is they start flipping from E to A, they get flip mine, they start, trying to find deals. And there's a lot of DVD deals. Okay. When I first started, DVDs was a category that I went after. And the first year, I forget what I did in total. Was it 200 or 300,000 in sales? I have to look back. I know I've done over 550,000 in the last 12 months. But that first year, I sold over 5,000 DVDs for an average selling price of around $38. And I sold a lot. I've seen it all when it comes to DVDs. I would say 90% plus of the DVDs on eBay are good, authentic. You're going to be fine to sell them. But I would say 10% of them could be fake, counterfeit, bootleg. I mean, it's all the same thing. These are DVDs that could get you in trouble, get you suspended. And I want to talk about 8 of the most common things that you're going to see that you're going to want to make sure you avoid when you are flipping DVDs from eBay to Amazon. Okay. So let's just get right into it. And, we'll talk a little bit at the end, but number 1, multiple copies available. This is a big red flag. It's okay to buy electronics and tools and some other categories if a seller is selling 4 or 5 or 6 of them. But when it comes to DVDs, it's a red flag. I can't say this enough. If someone's selling a DVD and they have 4 or 5 or 6, your antenna should be up and you really need to dive deep into some of the red flags that I'm going to talk about here in a moment. But multiple copies is a no-no, especially if it's a really fast seller, if it's a current item, which we're going to talk more about. It's a big no-no. You want to buy DVDs where the seller that you're looking to buy from only has one available. And if you search that specific DVD on eBay, everybody else who's selling it is selling just one. Maybe someone has 2. But when you see a bunch of sellers have, a whole bunch available, they sold a whole bunch of them, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, it's a big, big red flag. Number 2, bad feedback or low feedback count. You don't want to be buying DVDs from brand new sellers who only have 2 feedback or 82% positive feedback. You want to go after reputable sellers. Now, this isn't a 100% you're going to be safe. You could buy any DVD and break all my other rules because they had 18,000 feedback and 100% perfect feedback. I can't tell you how many times I've seen DVDs that I know are 100% fake because it's breaking rule after rule after rule, which you're going to know about by the end of this podcast. And they have like 15,000 feedback, 100% positive feedback. Now you're probably thinking, Steve, how does that make sense? How is somebody breaking all the rules and most likely selling counterfeits, but they have positive feedback? The reality is most of the counterfeits now are so good, it's really hard to even know if they're real or fake. So that's why I've developed these 8 different rules that I follow. And yeah, do I miss out on some good opportunities because maybe a rule breaks, one of my principles? Yeah, but it's better to be safe than sorry. You only have one Amazon account and you don't have invoices. So number 1, multiple copies available, stay away from the DVD. Number 2, if they have bad feedback or low feedback count, stay away. Number 3, multiple copies sold. Okay. So you can see on some listings, it'll say, sold 23 of them or sold 10 or, they have a whole bunch available and they've sold a whole bunch. And you can see in their account, they've sold that DVD a ton of times. Stay away. That's a surefire sign that there's a good chance that's a bootlegger. Okay. And a lot of these bootleggers, again, these things are so good that the people don't even know. There are methods that you could put the DVD in a computer and you could read somehow like the weight of the information on the DVD. I'm not an expert when it comes to all of this stuff. I know enough, but there's ways you can go on YouTube and look to really know if it's real or fake, but most consumers don't know. But again, as an E2A flipper, at least I can only speak for myself. I don't want to make money scamming people. I don't want to make money selling bootlegs. And all it takes is one, right? It's like at the casino. You could be crushing it all night long and then you have a bad streak and all your 8 hours of success just goes down the drain. So, multiple copies available. Nope, I'm passing. Bad feedback or low feedback with DVDs. I'm passing. Multiple copies sold. I'm passing. Number 4, if the rank is too low, like for me, I don't like to really mess with DVDs under a 20,000 rank. Okay. Now there are exceptions to the rule. If I look at Keepa and I see it's only selling 10 times a month, and the only reason it's at a 10,000 rank is because it just sold today, then yeah, the rank's going to be down there and it's obviously going to go back up. But I'm not going after, DVDs that are selling 50, 60, 100 times a month. Again, I know this is counterintuitive because a lot of us are picking items, from thrift stores that sell a ton, or for the traditional OA people, we're looking for those Nikes and those different items that are selling 100, 200, 500,000 times a month. For E2A, I don't want to go after the stuff that's too low ranked, that's too popular. I don't want to go after the stuff where it's priced too good to be true. That's number 5, okay? 4 was stay away from the ranks that are too low. Under 20,000, I'm staying away from it for the most part. If it's priced too good to be true, it sounds too good, it looks too good. If it it walks and talks and looks like a bootleg, it probably is. So, you might want to stay away from the stuff that is ranked too low. It's priced too good to be true. Number 6, it's very current. Like it's a DVD that just came out over the last year. It's, really popular. It's trending. Like, think about it. If you were a counterfeiter or a bootlegger, wouldn't you want to bootleg the stuff that's most current, that's going to sell the most? Obviously, you're not going to want to go out and, bootleg DVDs that are like 9 years old. Could some of them still be out there in the market? Yeah, but you have a way less likely chance of coming across one, right? And again, we're not in business to sell bootlegs and, pulling the wool over people's eyes and tricking them. But even if you did sell a bootleg, most people aren't going to know. But again, that's no excuse. It's your job to do your research, okay? Another pro tip, this isn't part of my tips right here, but one of the things that I've trained my team to do is if they're on the fence about a DVD and maybe it's just on the fence and you're just like, man, it's like, maybe it's kind of breaking the rule, but it's not. Maybe the rank's a little low. Maybe it's somewhat current, but it's a little outdated. I mean, maybe it's only 2 or 3 years old. Go to the Amazon product listing and take a look to see what what the buyers are putting for feedback. Are there a lot of complaints about the DVD skips episodes, or it's, the quality is really bad and there's a lot of complaints about the quality? That's another surefire sign that it's probably a bootleg or a fake. These are big mistakes, guys. Don't risk your account and get greedy to make a couple of bucks. You could crush it with eBay to Amazon by following the rules. Again, we don't have invoices. We have to reduce the risk as much as we possibly can. So, multiple copies available? Nope. Bad feedback, low feedback? Nope, I'm not buying it. Multiple copies sold for a DVD? Nope. If the rank's too low, if it's like 3, 4, 5, 10, 15,000, I look on Keep and this thing's selling all day long every day and it's current and it's popular and the price is too good to be true, I ain't picking that up. I ain't touching it with a 10-foot pole. Is it a box set? Is it a current box set? Heck no, I ain't touching those box sets. Box sets, the DVDs that have, like a whole bunch of different sets inside of it, like, like the 3rd season or the complete series, like stay away from those guys, especially if it's current, if the price is too good to be true. And, one thing you could do is if you're on the fence about a seller, go into their eBay store, see what else they're selling. If this eBay seller is selling 1 million freaking DVDs that are all new and current and they're all priced at 90% off, I could guarantee you they're probably bootleg. Now, does it mean you're going to get a counterfeit or a complaint or an issue from a customer? It doesn't mean so. But again, we're not in the business of, pulling the wool over people's eyes and, having to go to sleep with one eye open and looking in the rear view to see if the Amazon police are chasing you, right? We want to make our money honestly and ethically. So, are we going to be 100% perfect? Are you going to sell a bootleg by accident one day? You probably will. But again, you're doing your best not to. And these are the rules that I follow. A bonus tip, and this doesn't really have to do with it being bootleg, is stay away from DVDs that have a slit across the barcode. So if you're taking a look at a DVD set and you see like a big slit going through the barcode, or maybe on the side, it's like slit through, those are manufacturer discards. Those are items that, maybe a manufacturer or some type of third-party retailer, they're just like kind of disposing them and they slit them through. It has to do with some type of rule from the manufacturer. I'm not exactly sure, but you're not supposed to sell those, especially as new. You might be able to sell them as used, but again, you're kind of playing with fire. So if you're a new seller, I don't even care if you're new or you're a veteran, don't break these rules. Are you going to miss out on some deals? Yes, but sometimes you got to miss out on some good deals to keep your overall account safe, especially if you're looking to scale this business to, 6 figures and beyond, or if you want to get, to where I am doing And right now my sales are a little low, but I'll be back up over 50K a month in no time. If you want to get to that level, you have to play the long term. You have to think long term. You have to make certain moves to make sure you keep your account safe and to mitigate risk as much as possible. So hopefully you all enjoyed this episode. Hey guys, if you want more help when it comes to flipping items from eBay to Amazon, check out my masterclass, guys. You can head over to rakeandprofit.com/E2A masterclass. We've got a whole bunch of videos over there. We have mentorship, we have training, we have coaching, we have ebooks and resources and guides. So if you want any extra help, go check that out. If you have a question that you would like me to answer on the E2A Flippers podcast, head over to rakeandprofit.com/asksteve. And I'm going to be featuring some Q&A sessions very soon on the podcast. But just want to say I appreciate you guys. If you like this, go over and leave a positive feedback, spread the word, share it on Facebook. But a positive feedback would really help out a lot. So I just want to say thank you guys. Much love. And if you want to check out the video version of this, head over to my YouTube channel at Rake and Profit. With that being said, keep on picking and making that money, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.